Good morning, everyone. I just thank God first and foremost for waking me up this morning, because He didn't have to wake me up in my right mind. Yes. I tell you, the Lord has been good. So I just want y'all to know that my show is coming May the 3rd. We have, oh my gosh, we got callers already? Wait a minute, let's see. Dr. Roxanne Contee Show.
Yes, hi, how are you? This is Bonnie Harmon, I'm calling in.
Okay, yes, you called for Dr. Fatima, right?
Yes.
11:30. 11:30 should definitely be on by 11:30 or 11:35.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Thanks. All right, that's wonderful. Yeah, Dr. Fatima got a lot of calls already. May the 3rd is going to be an awesome show. Yes. If you didn't get your ticket, I'm telling you, it's sold out. We do have a lot of people still asking for tickets, and it's sold out. So if you didn't get them, I don't know. You should have got them. I've been selling these tickets since, what, February? Or maybe April. March. But it's been a while. But this show is going, and Marguerite's excited because she's one of my models and she's an entertainer. But also, I want y'all to, and Earl Contee is definitely a part of this. Earl Contee is my biggest supporter. And he's back. We're going to say thank you, Jesus. God has been really good. Earl Contee is back.
And he's one of the models, remember?
He's one of the models. Yes, he's one of the models, okay? And he's back. So I want y'all to, we're going to call him up in a few minutes. But I want y'all, Just Believe Festival is today. Let me tell you something. I'm a part of Just Believe Festival by Gabbana. Me and Gabbana is going to be doing shows. Go Believe. That's the name of the Go Believe is the name of, no, Just Believe is the name of the festival. But his name is Gabbana. So Gabbana is going to have the show. And it's going to be, one is today. So get out there. It's a free show at the Love Park. Get out there and look at the models. One's going to be May the 31st, which I'm a part of. I'm going to bring my stuff out there. Foxy Roxy's going to bring her stuff out there that day too. June the 21st. What else? August the 30th. Wow. August 30th. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a lot of different shows. So you a part of that too. So get ready. All right. So you didn't know you was a part of it, did you? All right. So we're going to call. I'm going to introduce y'all to let me see. Somebody else is calling. Dr. Roxanne Contee Show. Yes. No, they hung up. All right. This is Marguerite Ruff. Sharon, we hope you get better, Sharon, my host, who's out today. So we have Marguerite in her place. Marguerite Ruff.
Get well soon.
Yes. So Marguerite is here. All right.
Get well, sweetheart.
Yes, get well. All right, so we're going to call the two guys over, Earl and Brett. Come on down. Because we have a question for y'all.
It's been a minute.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello.
Good to see you.
Glad to be seen.
I know that's right. That's right.
Glad to have Earl back.
You see, y'all? Can you see? We'll make sure
y'all
see.
Thank you.
All right. Earl is back, y'all. Look at Earl, y'all.
First, I'd like to thank all.
Not only he's back, he's handsome.
First, I'd like to thank all the doctors, urologists, and stuff that got me to my health to where it's at now and everything.
First of all, God.
They built me, and thank God. First and foremost.
Yeah.
Now, what's the question?
No. What do you think about the DEI that is not going to be? We don't have. They got rid of it, right? So you know what I'm talking about? Do you understand? Yes. Do I need to tell you?
The diversity, equity, and inclusion.
That's what it is. So that's what
That is about equal rights. It's
right.
Like equal rights. And what'd you say, Brett, about that?
Well, I say this. DEI is an interesting concept. As a matter of fact, I hadn't heard about it until before this election time here. But the way I view it is probably different from the way most other people would view it. They have a certain way of excluding people when it comes to DEI. When the truth of the matter is, it's probably another word for segregation and exclusion. Because what it is they're taking people who rightfully have positions that are warranted, and they're getting rid of them for
unjust cause.
Unjust cause, right? That's a good way to say that. And because of that fact, that's probably one of the people who got fired right now.
Let's hear what
Dr. Roxanne Contee Show.
Hi, Roxanne.
How are you?
Oh, today.
Okay, wonderful.
So what do you think about the question we said? About equal rights and everything and DEI.
She's, who's calling? Matter of fact, who is this?
You're not tongue-tied, are you?
Hello?
Hello?
DEI.
Next question.
Okay.
That's-
No, that's
that's
yeah,
DEI.
so now you got to answer because we have to get on to the show, so you got to answer your question.
Well, DEI all stands for like equal rights, treating people fair and
Right,
just
right.
in the whole world. See like the black, mostly the black, we in a sense we marched for everybody, not just for blacks, not just for whites, not for Hispanics, you know, not for immigrants. It's for everybody. DEI is about for everybody, being fair to everybody in the United States and abroad.
Is it being used appropriately though? Because the way they do it or the way they explain it seems like it's against everything that we're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, I don't think this administration is doing the way it's supposed to do.
Okay, and that's the
you
problem.
know, I don't think that's true. What do you think, ladies?
No, I don't think they should have did that. I mean, I just feel like it's wrong, you know, to take it away, because like you said, equality, equal, everything should be equal. That's the way they should have diversity, you know, around for different things.
And the key immigrant that that really should be involved in this or should be gotten rid of is Elon Musk.
Yes, he's one of the number one.
He's number one that should not qualified.
Okay, so I don't know much about the DEI, but you're saying that it's to get rid of positions that are
that have already been established. Already, these people are hired rightfully.
Yeah.
So why are you getting rid of them? Why do you not want to include them?
Well, like I said, you know, I don't, you know, I ain't named the name, but my thing is, it's wrong, and we know it's wrong. But what can we do now? Things are happening. Things are going. They made this law, and it's terrible. But I don't know what's going to happen. But I believe the other people that's involved, any other people that's involved not speaking up, I really blame them. Now they're not speaking up. If you know what I'm talking about.
It goes back to voting and stuff. And that's how we got into this predicament anyway.
Well, guess what? It's going to be another voting time coming up, and people get out there and vote.
I think I have a
May the 20th. If you don't get out there and vote, nothing going to be done. We're going to still be dealing with everything we dealing with. Go ahead.
I think I have a different spin on it, or way of thinking, because there are positions in some places that should not be. It's just to create something, just to say that they're doing something when they really isn't. Now those I think need to disappear, because we have a lot of that in. Can I say education?
Well, waste and fraud. We understand that waste and fraud. We want to get rid of that, but just don't take doctors out of that controlling diseases and everything like that. Just firing them for no reason. That doesn't make sense.
Well, yeah, I think that all
This weaken the United States and the economy.
Denisha Burks is calling. See. Good morning, Dr. Roxanne Contee Show.
Hi, good morning. This is Natisha Burks calling from Philadelphia.
Yes, how are you, Natisha?
I'm good, thank you. So the reason why I'm calling because I know that y'all was addressing about
DEI.
Yeah. Hello?
I know it's crazy with the diversity, equity, and
inclusions, yeah.
Yes.
The president should never have took that out because it protects our rights as men, women that works in.
Exactly right.
Yeah, you're
exactly right.
Yeah.
We're losing the connection, though. We're losing your
I don't
connection.
know if it's the phone. Yeah.
You must be riding or something.
You right? Yeah, but we heard you. It's just that we losing connection right now, but we heard.
And thanks for your calling.
Yeah. No, but you're right though. You're so right. They shouldn't do that, and it's wrong. It's very wrong. But I thank you so much for your answer.
And
Okay, thank you.
remember, another election coming up. Don't forget to vote.
Don't forget to
To
vote.
make change.
Look, the biggest waste they should get rid of,
All right, thank you, Nish.
is the White House.
Exactly.
Get rid of the president.
I agree with that.
Well, you know what?
This is something to think about.
I mean, my thing is, you have people that already voted for them. They didn't do their homework. So what do you say? What do you say?
But you can always.
You can't say nothing else. You don't know what to say now. He's in there, so
You
nothing
just don't
else.
give up, though. It's
Dr. Roxanne Contee Show. Everybody just keep hanging up, but it's okay. Well, we got a good topic going on here. That's, and the topic is about I don't think he should have got rid of, at all.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Yes, I think it should
Diversity,
be.
equity, and inclusion.
It should be equal.
Whole
Everything,
show.
we
Put
should
that
be
back
living.
on the books.
Yes, we should be living equally. Everybody should be equal, and everything they do, in any kind of job, it should be equal. Equality is the best key.
Right.
And be equal, being equal.
And on their merits. I mean,
Yes.
if you very qualified, somebody under you shouldn't be getting the job that you already established. And,
Right.
Just firing just because you want to fire.
She's
You gotta have no laws
And,
and
and I
reasons.
can understand that, but
Yeah.
you don't get rid of like everybody. I mean, like a perfect example was the air traffic controllers, and after you started firing people there, then all of a sudden you got mishaps going all over the place.
All these
So
airplane crashes.
who's to say they
sad.
weren't? Who's to say they weren't qualified because they were keeping everything safe?
Right.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
That proves they were qualified.
So the biggest waste was the person who fired them,
Right.
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 whoever that might be.
Right.
Yeah, whoever that might be.
Well, I plead the fifth on that one.
But we
All I
know, we know who did it.
I plead the
We
fifth.
know.
All I know is it's sad. The world we live in, but you can't blame. You gotta blame the ones that went out there and didn't do their homework. That's what you. I mean, they didn't do their homework. They just wanted to, whatever. I'm just telling you. He's in there. What can you say? He's in. Nothing you
Read
can
between the
say.
lines.
Nothing can you say. That's the whole show.
And
He's
education,
in.
sometimes we can't say everything we want to say, but
Right,
read
right,
the
but you
lines.
can't. No, you can't. He's in. We gotta go by that. Now we just pray that he'll do the right thing. That's all we can do right now.
Well,
Prayer
Well,
helps.
Not only prayer. Prayer without works is dead. So we got we got a vote too. We got a vote, and we can make change because the executive branch ain't the only power. You got
Right.
the judicial, and you got three branches.
Yeah.
The legislation, and the legislation
I
holds
told
the
me he could have
money,
been a history
and the
teacher.
people
I don't know why he didn't
people
be
with the
history
money
teacher.
can stop all that if they want to.
Yeah, but you know what? And I say this when it comes to our power, if we all united, believe it or not, we can still make stuff happen. We don't have to
Right.
wait for an election. Just like we're taking Elon out of Tesla and his stock is crumbling.
He's gonna be out of the system in 50
Right.
days.
If we all unite, we can make a whole bunch of stuff happen right now.
That's
But you
right.
know,
We can.
Yeah.
Everybody
Right
think about it.
now.
Don't
But
give up.
anyway,
We can
yeah.
do it.
Do it right now. You get everybody together. The question is getting everybody together. But
That's
if
it.
you do it, because we're all the same color under their administration. Everybody who's not the color they want, we're all green.
Did y'all know it's 50 protesters in every 50 states? It's going around, but the news media are not telling us.
Mhm.
It's out there. It's out there. And,
Yeah.
and people are fighting.
Yeah.
You may not think they are, but we are fighting.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank y'all.
All right. Thanks for
Hot
having us.
topic.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Have a good day.
We went overtime. on
We
hot
enjoyed
topic.
this session.
Yes. All right. Okay. So guess our first guest we're gonna call over, Janae Gatewood. Come on down. Janae. I always call her Janae. Her name is Janae. Janae Gatewood.
Gatewood.
You know what?
That's family. That's cousin.
Cause they spell it the same, like Janine, Janine is her name, and she's family. Janine is family. How are you, family? Yes, she family.
Good morning. I love those
Yes.
phrases.
Yes.
I love yours too.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Hi guys, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning out there, Facebook world and YouTube and
Yes.
Roku
Yes.
and Comcast and
Yes.
all the others. And thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm so glad you're here. Let us know. Let the audience know what you do.
Hi.
Like a
so,
little bit about yourself.
Yes. So my name is Janine Gatewood. I'm from Philadelphia, born and bred, like Will Smith say. So what do? I actually make solutions for families via the vehicle of life insurance.
Wow. Mm.
So the solutions that we solve via life insurance is families, individuals not having what needs to be in place
Right.
when we transition.
Mm. And there's a lot of people that don't even think about life insurances. Until something happened. Then they like, oh my gosh, I got to get GoFundMe page. I got to do this. But they don't understand. We don't know the day or the hour that we're going to leave here. A lot of people don't realize that it could be tomorrow. It could be today. It could be tonight. So, you know, get that life insurance. Look, you don't want to leave your family members struggling, trying to get the money up to bury you. Not only bury anything, even cremation costs a lot today. So just think if you had your insurance, you could do the cremation. If anybody want to be cremated, whatever. But the thing of it is, you got to be smart when it comes to life insurance. Guess who was smart? Me.
Yeah.
I always had it. Because I know the bottom line is anything can happen. I didn't know, God forbid, you don't know what's going to happen to you. I didn't know my son was going to go before me. That was a really heartbreaking to me.
Yeah.
My son was younger than me, but he left here. But I didn't have to go to nobody for anything because I had my insurance already in place. But I didn't think I was going to use it before myself. Because I know, you know, they always say you should go before your kids and parents will go before the kids.
Right.
It was very hard to lose my child. But guess what? I was already stressed. I was already depressed about losing him. But I didn't have to get depressed about money.
Right.
Because I already was set up with my life insurance policy for my son.
Awesome, awesome. I'm
Yes.
glad you said that.
Yes.
And, you know, my heart always has gone out to you.
Yes.
And any mother, any father, any parent who has had to lay their child to rest. Like
Yes.
you said, it's not something that we expect, but it is a fact of life.
Yeah.
So basically what, like I said, what I do is I help with those solutions, making sure that money is in place for those final expenses. But even beyond having money for final expenses,
Right.
I talk to spouses. You want to have money. You want your family to live in the same house. You don't want them to have to leave if something happens to the breadwinner.
Right.
So that's what life insurance is for. You know what I mean? And you know, as far as the different types of life insurances, you have term,
Yeah.
which is for a specific amount of time or to a specific age. That's called temporary insurance.
Right.
And I like both. There's no one better
Yes.
insurance that you can have. There's always been this debate. My thing is this: whatever insurance you have in place at that time is the best insurance for you.
Now, the difference is one could be less, but then you get more. It seemed like, what was that one? It's called term.
So with your term policy, like I said, it's temporary insurance. The premium, the amount that you pay per month
Right.
for the benefit is normally lower than a permanent policy.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, and the amount for the benefit can be higher.
It'll be higher.
So when you look at the ratio, so when I work with clients, sometimes I get them two types of policies:
Right.
a term policy as well as a permanent policy.
Right. Okay.
So the thing about a permanent policy is it's always in place. With a term, you have to be concerned with when the term is over.
Yeah.
Say it's a 20-year term.
Yeah.
So you're covered for that 20 years. Let's say you're 25. In
Right.
20 years, you'll be how old? 45. You don't know what's going to happen in those 20
Right.
years.
Right.
You can get an ailment that could knock you out of the box for even being insurable. Also, you're 20 years older, so therefore your premium is going to change.
Yeah.
But if you have an insurable issue, if you have congestive heart, like you have something
Yeah.
that could knock you out the box.
Right.
Now you're sitting there looking, it's 20 years later, you paid all this money into the policy, you're still here, praise God.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's no wrong way, because if you left here before those 20 years, your family is good. You know what I mean?
Right.
But let's say you continue on, now you have to redo it.
Right.
And they're going to do it at the age you are now. With a whole life policy, you get a policy at 25,
Right.
it stays in place. It doesn't matter. You can get cancer, lose a limb, have congestive heart failure.
But like you said, with the term,
it stays in place.
with the term policy, it could go up after a certain many years, 20 years.
Yes.
So you might be paying, like, say
The
you're only paying
premium?
like 100 premium.
Yes.
You might be paying 160 or whatever. Then all of a sudden you look, it's like maybe 200 or something like that, or more.
It depends.
Yes.
It depends. So like I
Double.
said, this is the thing, Roxanne. Your premium is always based on two things.
Okay.
It's our age and our health at the time that you get the policy.
Right.
So with a term policy, like I said, 25-year-old in great health, your premium for a term policy is going to be really low. Your benefit amount can be really high.
Yeah.
So that's really great for families that's starting out, families with a mortgage. These are the type of things you're thinking about,
Right.
right?
Now, for those that have an ailment,
Mhm.
they're just coming into looking into insurance, which policy would be better for two things. One that's of age, that has an ailment, that's just getting insurance, looking for insurance, and a younger person, or a little younger, that has an ailment that needs insurance. What would be better?
So for those issues, we have something called guarantee issue, where they will not ask you a whole lot of medical questions because the insurance company is very smart, and they know if you're coming over here to this way, they make an avenue for each individual. They look at us as a whole, you know, young, vibrant, middle age, or elder, illnesses, so they want to make sure they have all the lanes covered. So for that issue, for an older person that have some ailments, we could do a guaranteed issue or a graded policy. So therefore, you'll make sure that you at least have enough money for the final expense. You might not have a lot of money because they don't go beyond maybe $25,000, but that at least is enough for the final expenses. Like Roxanne had said, when the unfortunate situation with her son, of all the things she had to go through, financing their final expense wasn't one. She didn't have to do a GoFundMe. She didn't have to ask friends and family. Like even with myself, during the pandemic, we lost a family member, a cousin of mine, and they had insurance in place. She didn't have to reach out and ask anything. A year later, my mother transitioned. She had insurance in place. It wasn't a lot. We still, even in that case, had to do a little something. And then 6 months later, unexpectedly, my niece transitioned. Was not expecting that. Wasn't even on the radar. She had a policy, but it had lapsed.
Yes, that's what happens.
So I always encourage people, first of all, get your policy, know what you're getting, and make sure you pay those premiums. Because life insurance is actually a contract between the insurance company and the policyholder, right? And no one can break the contract. The only one that can break the contract is the person paying the premium. So as long as your premium is in place, your insurance is in place.
Well, I make sure. I be looking to make sure. I be like, well, wait a minute, why didn't it come out this month? Because I do mine automatically. It comes out. And the thing of it is people always say, for real, I'm my father. I gotta give my father credit. My father's the one. The reason why I carry life insurances, not only life insurances, things for my house. If my house, anything my house break down, I got stuff for that.
That part.
My car.
That
if
part.
my car break down, I got car shit.
That part. Can I stop you right there?
Yeah, right. I mean, it's like
I'm so glad you said that.
Yes.
Because I'll have conversations, and it'll be some people culturally or whatever they have been taught. They'll say, "Well, I had this actually happen to me. I was talking to a young man, and we was getting him insured. So of course, I always want to insure your friends, your family, everybody. So hello, let's get everybody insured. So we talked about his mother, and he said to me, "She's not going to do it." And so when I spoke to her, her take on it was, if I get insurance, then I'm looking like I'm getting ready to transition real soon.
I know.
And that was really ingrained in her. And I'm thinking, like, do you have insurance on your cell phone? Do you have insurance on your car? Do you have insurance? Do you have insurance for health? Can you see the doctor? Do you have insurance at your home? You have to insure your life. You have to have life insurance so that your family is not burdened with having to beg friends and family, reach into their own personal savings. And in some cases, let's face it, in some, like even in our communities, a lot of times we're taking bill money, taking mortgage money because you want to make sure your loved one is put away.
But you
now,
have
real
to do
quick, the years ago, you were able to get insurance for people without their permission, without their signature. Now, well,
that was very. I'm so glad you said that.
But can I finish this right quick?
Yes.
There are, like you say, older adults or people that don't want insurance and don't want you to get insurance, but they need insurance. See, once they're gone, they don't care. You know, you know.
But you can't.
So you know,
I see what she's saying, but
yeah. Did you have a question?
No,
no. I was just saying, what do you do about those that, and it's going to fall on you anyway.
So I will say this, because it comes to integrity, and I operate in 100% integrity, period. If you have insurable interest with someone, let's say insurable interest is a spouse, someone related to you, someone whose passing is going to totally affect you, if you call me up and say, hey, Janine, I would like to get insurance on my mom or on my husband or on my niece or my nephew or my, you know, they have to know.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a conversation with them, and it's going to go like this. Hi, Roxanne. I forgot your name. I'm so
Marguerite.
Marguerite. So, Marguerite, your sister is getting insurance on you. Just wanted you to know. I don't have to tell her the benefit amount. That's on you as the payer insuring her, right?
Oh, okay.
But
Wow.
she has to know. Plus, there's other information I'm gonna need from her. I'm gonna need her information, such as her name, her birthday, social security. I need certain pertinent information from her, and I need to ask her a few medical questions. You know what I mean? So she needs to be involved. So I would never insure anyone if that person did not know.
Okay, thank
So-
you. That's
so
what I
Steve-
think. I thank you for that because I was just wondering about that myself. Because even when I was getting insurance, like me and my husband was going through, they want to talk to the person personally.
Yes.
They got to ask them the questions about certain things. You know, they can't just, you can't just, sign off or whatever. They have to ask them a whole lot of questions, and they won't do it. They won't do it unless they talk to that person about everything.
No.
But I'm looking at the time, it's gone. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's a hot topic. It's
I'll
very
ask
hot
you a
topic.
question.
Yeah.
Now, say somebody in a very dangerous job, like my twin sister, she's an officer, and I want to get insurance for her. What do you think I should do?
You can still get insurance, however, the
But she gotta be
premium,
there.
the premium for people that's high risk, so that's even people that smoke, they're considered high risk. People that's in dangerous jobs or dangerous hobbies are considered high risk. Not saying they can't be
Like
insured.
mountain climbing and stuff like
Mountain climbing, rock climbing, jumping out of airplanes, but we need to know. We need to know, and if you don't disclose that and something happens, the insurance company can deny the claim. So you always want to be truthful.
That's
about
why
what
you got.
do.
That's what I'm
Always.
saying. Yes, you can't do it like
Yeah.
she said. You can't do it unless
that? I
you.
would be truthful with it.
Oh, they
but
call
it.
I would ask her first.
Dr. Roxanne Contee Show.
Hi, how are you? This is Sharon. I have a question for the insurance.
Okay. Yes.
Is it
Yes.
So I live in North Carolina and I'd like to insure myself.
Oh.
What all do I need to do?
Give her all your information.
Yes.
Well, because that's what I was going to ask her next, because we get ready to have our next guest on. So what I was going to ask her to do is give all the information to everybody. So while you're on the phone, if you can write down her information, that would be great. So you can let them know how to contact you, and that way they can.
Okay, awesome. Hi, Sharon. Yes, I am registered to do business in North Carolina. So, yes, I could definitely insure you. You can send me an email and let the topic say insurance help. Insurance help, and you can text me at 267-269-7204. Or you can email me at financial services by jg@gmail.com with the topic insurance help. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, thank you. Oh my God, did you write everything down?
Can you repeat it again for the other listeners?
Yes, you can text me insurance help at my phone number, which is 267-269-7204. Or you can email me insurancehelp at financialservicesbyjg@gmail.com.
Very good, very well. That's well. Thank you so much for calling, and definitely this is an important topic, and I'm glad that you're going to talk to her and get this insurance, because I tell you, everybody needs to do this. Everybody needs to be calling up. They really do. This is very important. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
Thank you
for
so
calling.
much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Wonderful. That's wonderful, because I tell you, this is very important. But we can already close out, but I want everybody, you heard her information. It's very important to get this insurance. And I bought insurances for years. I had insurances for years. And like I said, it's because my dad, he taught us these type of things. So, and I kept it up.
Yes.
I was paying, I was paying for my ex back in the day. I still got insurance. on him. But I'm just saying, I was smart, okay? I'm just saying, I had it on my son. I had on different, you know, this is the kind of stuff you don't know. You rather have your child, you rather have your person, my son here, instead of the money. Trust me. I'd rather have my son. I don't care about the insurance. But the thing of it is you have to be prepared. Yeah, we think they're younger than us and they're not going nowhere. Look at the streets now. Look at the news every day. Things are happening to everybody. The news is everything. So get that insurance. Life insurance is very, very important.
You got an excellent agent right there.
Yes. Dr. Roxanne Contee Show.
Hi, this is a guest calling. Well, I'm a friend of a guest, Dr. Abdul-Johnson.
She will be coming on. Matter of fact, we get ready to have her on now. We get ready to have her at 11:30. She's getting ready to come on, then you can call back, okay?
Okay, so just hang up and call back.
Yes, because we get ready to have her.
I want to see you guys live.
Okay, I'm on Roxanne Contee. I told her to talk on page, live on my page on Facebook. And you'll be able to see on YouTube later, but it's on my page live.
What's your name?
Roxanne Contee. ROXANNE Contee CONTEE. I told all my people to tell everybody it's on my page live.
Or Earl Contee.
And,
R-O-S-A-N-N.
ROXANNE.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. All right, so thank you so much for all the information, guys.
Thank you so much.
Get her because I want to make sure.
Yes, amen. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. All the
Thank
good
you.
information.
All the information is very important. So, yeah, so. No, go ahead. Yeah, so he just stood in the middle. Yeah, he stood there. Yeah, so we're going to have our next guest soon, but I just want you to know, everybody to know, that is important, what she talked about. So if you got all her information, call her up so you can get your life insurance. Who's to say? We don't know. Maybe you want to get one on your mother, father, and yourself. You might want to get one on your kids. It's a blessing to get one because it's very, very important. So now we're going to introduce Dr. Fatima Abdul-Johnson. She's going to come on over. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of, and she also is the queen, Miss Black America all time. Sit over here.
All
I have
right.
stuff.
Yes,
I have stuff.
Oh, okay.
I have stuff.
And also, wait a minute, I gotta move over. I gotta let y'all know, this lady right here is related to me also. Let me tell you something. It's a family affair. Myers, she's a Myers, and my son was a Myers. You know, bless his soul, rest in peace. He's still a Myers. And also, she works for Temple. So let her tell you more about her, and she can tell you about the scholarships and everything. So
Yes, well, thank you.
Yes.
It's an honor, lovely queen,
Yes.
to be on your show. But first, I
Yes.
have to give you the stuff.
Yes, okay.
You're
She has
invited
something
to
give me.
someone's house,
Okay.
or someone's home, or someone's podcast.
Yes.
You bring gifts.
Oh, that's
So I have
so
stuff for
sweet.
you.
Hey.
And lovely, lovely lady
Ooh.
over yonder here. I have
So
stuff
nice.
for you. So
Beautiful.
take a look inside.
And
I'll
woman
tell you a little
empowerment.
bit about
Yes.
that.
Look, y'all, everything. This
That's
is so
a
nice. A
vision
glam
board.
thing. For vision what?
Makeup
Makeup. Look. Yes. And I'm getting ready to have a show. And we're going to need our makeup. All the ladies got to have makeup. Thank you.
Just give me a call.
Yes. This is
COVID
nice.
test.
That's the COVID
COVID
test.
hasn't gone
Oh,
away.
we need that.
Yes. Wonderful.
Yes.
This is so beautiful.
Yes.
Nice. Thank you so
Candles.
much.
A candle and everything.
Everything that a queen would need
Yes.
to feel royal and regal.
Beautiful. Thank
Part of
you.
my program.
Yes.
I'm the founder of Strive Motivation, Inc. And
Yeah.
one of the programs is Queens United Against Domestic Violence.
Wow, and that's a big topic right there.
Yes, it is.
This topic
Yes, it
probably
is.
can go on forever
Yes.
about domestic violence. Yes.
Yes, and I am a survivor.
She's
I'm
oh
a
wow.
survivor.
Yes.
And that's where Queens United Against Domestic Violence was birthed.
Yeah.
Through my experience as a survivor.
Oh wow.
And when it happened in 2022,
Mhm.
June 9th of 2022, I'll
Right.
never forget it, in New York City,
New York.
by a known New York actor.
Mhm.
We're not going to say his name because we don't want to give him
Yeah,
that
right,
attention,
yes.
but when it happened,
Uh-huh.
it hit the media. He
Wow.
was blackballed from a lot of things.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Once again, I'm not going to say his name,
Yes.
but in a flash,
Yes.
in a flash, He almost took my heartbeat away. I'm not going to say his name.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
Thank God you made it to it.
Yes, I
Yes.
did. Yes, I did.
Yes.
I survived, and he pleaded guilty to the charges.
Oh, wow,
But that's in the
wow.
past. That was my motivation.
Yes.
My
Oh, my
inspiration.
God.
So what is Queen?
But you would
United
never
against
know that
domestic
she,
violence?
look at how beautiful she is. You would never know that she was a part of domestic violence.
Yes,
You know, it's a lot of people that go through domestic violence, they're stressed, different things they go through. You never know. You know what? I'm going to get...
Don't do it.
Don't fire her? Well, go ahead.
You just got back. Don't do it. You just got back.
Anyway,
Yes,
beautiful, beautiful. I mean, I just look at her and oh my goodness, we got to call her. Might be a caller and see who's in. Dr. Roxanne Contee Show.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Yeah. So Dr. Fatima's on and she's talking about domestic violence.
Hello.
So how could I hear her?
She's right here. You were supposed to go on live. You didn't tell me that live. I was talking
Yes.
about the page. You were supposed to go on Dr. Roxanne Contee. I'm on live Facebook.
You're on the phone now.
But you're on the phone now. You can talk now.
Hello. Who am I speaking with?
This is Rosalind, Dr. Tima.
Oh, well, hello. That's Socialite Rosalind.
Uh-uh.
Yes, from Detroit.
From
All
Detroit.
right,
Hey,
from Motor
Ros.
City.
You're from Detroit.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for calling all the way from Detroit.
Detroit, right?
Detroit.
Wow.
Yes,
you got
yes.
calls coming through
And
everything.
Rosalind actually works with us,
She
with
does?
Queens United in Detroit.
In
She's the
Detroit.
coordinator.
Well, Rosalind,
Yes.
actually we're live on a couple people's far as live. Okay, on my page, we're on Earl Contee's page. So the thing of it is it's going to be on YouTube, and then we're going to send you the link. Once we send you the link, then you can hear the whole conversation. Okay?
All right, I just hold and
Yes.
tell.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
We appreciate
So,
you calling.
I'll tell
Definitely.
you a little bit about
All right.
me.
All right.
I
See
know.
you later.
I was so excited to be here. I had to give out the gifts.
We had to give out the gift. No, that's beautiful. Gifts.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, I am a doctor in private practice
Yes.
here in Center City, Philadelphia.
Yes.
I am also an instructor at Temple University.
Yes, she is.
And the founder of the Edward Myers Memorial Scholarship.
See, admirers. All
What kind of
right.
doctor are you? What's your
What kind of doctor?
I'm a licensed holistic practitioner,
Okay.
and I also have state board certifications as well.
Dr. Roxanne Contee
It's
Show.
natural herbs, right?
Yes. Dr. Roxanne. Yes.
Yes. My name is Virginia Hampton. I'm calling for Dr. Fatima Family.
Yeah, she's here. Yes.
Hello, Virginia. Yes, another one of our ladies.
You know what?
Virginia.
She have a lot of people calling her off the hook, and that's a blessing to have all these people call. We really appreciate your calls, and we know she's doing wonderful things in the community. She's doing wonderful things all over. So we really appreciate your call, and you will see it live. It's on my Facebook page, but you will see it live on YouTube, and it'll be on my episode. We'll tell you about the episode later. It'll be on cable, so you'll see that later. Okay. But right now you can talk. She's right here, and she's telling us about the things she do. And the most important thing that we look at is the abuse, the physical abuse, and for what do you call it?
Physical and mental abuse.
Mental
right?
abuse, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Well, hello, Queen Virginia. This is Queen Virginia from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Virginia from Philadelphia. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Yes. Well, I'm glad you're up early this morning. Well, it's going on afternoon time. Yeah. But I'm glad you were able to join us here with the lovely
Yes.
Queen Roxanne and this beautiful lady next
Marguerite.
to us.
Yes.
It's Marguerite's an all-girl thing. It's an all-girl thing.
Yeah.
And actually, Virginia, she is one of my queens as well.
Yeah, okay,
Yes,
wonderful.
she is. Yes, she is. And
Yes.
it's great to make this connection. So I was telling a little bit about what I do, and with the Edward Myers Memorial Scholarship,
Yes.
which I think Virginia is
We want to-
familiar with.
Yes,
Yes.
it's a blessing to have a scholarship, and it's definitely under. I'm a Myers also, Myers Contee, but my son is Myers, and it's very good to have definitely a scholarship of my son's name.
Yes, it is.
That's a blessing.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yes, it is.
yes,
And originally it was.
yes,
Yes. Edward Myers is actually my uncle, our
Yes.
uncle.
yes,
At a
yes,
very young age, he was born in the 40s.
yes.
and he was born with Down syndrome,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and he was institutionalized at a young age.
And you okay? Yes.
Okay, at Penhurst Asylum.
Yeah.
He
Yes,
was
I
one
remember
of the
Penhurst.
fallen
Penhurst, yes, I do
victims
remember,
of
yes.
abuse and torture.
Wow.
So as I got older
Mhm.
and became an adult, I used my title as doctor
Yeah.
to get things that I
Yes.
couldn't get when I wasn't Dr. Fatima,
Yes.
and I found my uncle.
Oh,
And
wow.
He was murdered in '68. We're going to use the term murder because of the
Wow.
torture and neglect.
Yes.
And when I found out his life, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is horrible. I
Yeah.
cannot allow
Yes.
his death and the death of
Others.
other
Mhm.
victims of Penhurst
Yes.
to just go.
Yeah.
I says, oh no, not my
Mhm.
uncle. You're
Yes.
not going to torture and kill him and
Wow.
that's it. No.
Yeah.
So I developed and I created a
Yeah.
scholarship
But we
where
were-
everyone can
we-
go to school.
We're gonna say thank you so much for calling because we might have other callers calling up. So thank you. We really appreciate you calling.
Yes.
So we got another caller.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
All
you,
right.
honey. Bye-bye.
Dr. Roxanne Contee Show.
Hey, good morning. Good
Good,
morning.
good morning. This is Sharon. Sharon, we miss you here. We hear that you got a. It sounds like you got a horse. You got a cold, right?
I'm so sad because I'm.
Huh?
It's a connection.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. You said she said she's
Bad
sad
connection.
because she really wanted to be here.
Oh.
Yes.
Is she still there?
Yeah. You still there, Sharon?
It's a,
It might be
Yeah.
connection.
Another caller.
yeah.
Oh.
That's fine. That's my other old. She usually
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
she's the
Well,
actual
I got
guest.
stuff for her too.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, I'll see her on May the 3rd at my show.
and I
Yes.
give you her
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
Okay, I give her
Oh,
stuff.
that might be
And
her
also-
again.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Roxanne Contee Show.
Hello?
Yes. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
You calling about Dr. Fatima?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, she's here right now talking to us about wonderful things that she does.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi. Who are we speaking with?
This is Miss Queen Autumn. Hi.
Hello, Miss
Hi,
Queen
I'm Miss Autumn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Another queen.
Yes,
You
another
know, the
queen.
word got out to the queens,
Yes.
and the queens said, well, we're going to support queens. We're
Yes.
supporting
All hail
queens.
queens.
Yes.
Thank you for calling, darling.
Thank
We're just
you.
talking about some of the things that we do in the community.
Yes.
I appreciate your support calling in.
Yeah, thank you so much for calling.
No problem. I was actually trying to go on live or something. I'm like, no, by the time I figure it out, let me just call.
Yes. No, but it will be out there for you to get the link for you to see on YouTube, okay?
Okay.
But it is on live right now, but it's on my Facebook page.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. All right. God bless. And thank you for calling.
So
Thank
I
you,
have a
darling.
question.
Yes.
Sharon calling back. Doctor, this is Sharon Pearson. Yes,
I
Sharon.
don't know if I got disconnected. I don't want to.
Yes, it's fine.
Just wanted to say I'm disappointed I couldn't be there on the show.
Yes. That's fine. We understand. When you sick, you got to stay home. For anybody that's sick, we don't want.
You want to get us all sick.
Yeah, right.
Yes. Yes.
You don't want to be contagious.
Yeah.
Not this one.
No, we got. No, she got your
That's
bag.
enough for you,
She got
darling.
you
I
another
didn't
bag
forget
for
you.
you.
She got a bag for
She
you.
got a bag for you. All right. All right. All right.
Bye, Sharon.
All right, Sharon.
Love
You got your bag.
you. Ooh, I be running.
Make sure it's not on Bluetooth. Is it on? It's not on Bluetooth, is it? That's why it's not. I'm making sure it's
Now
not
I
on
had a
there.
question.
Because you put it on. Make
It's
sure.
not, my
It
Bluetooth
is-
is off.
No, here. It was on.
No, my Bluetooth was off.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Okay. All right. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dr. Fatima, how can you apply for a scholarship for your fund?
Okay.
Yes.
Temple University's Pan-African Studies Community Education Program, you would have to go through. Contact them at 215-299-1991. Oh, I did something
One-
like
no.
Oh, that's a shame.
Give
Well,
it to us
anyway,
again. Just
Temple
get it.
University,
You got cards, you got
Pan-African
business
All right,
Studies
say-
Community Education
Say it one more
Program.
again. Did y'all hear? To get
She'll
the
say it again.
scholarship,
Yes,
with
yes.
the Myers Scholarship,
Yes.
call the number again.
You can call Google Temple University Pan-African Studies Community Education Program, or you can contact me at stridemotivationinc.com or 215-866-8924. I'll repeat, 215-866-8924. And that is my
Question.
direct number
Wonderful.
to apply for the
Good
scholarship. That's a
Thank you
great
very much.
question.
Thank you very much.
Question, right?
Yes.
Yes, Dr. Fatima, what exactly is it that you do in the community?
Yes.
So I was interested to hear that. I know that the
Yes,
scholarship, and thank you for sharing the scholarship
Yes, ma'am.
reasons
Yes.
behind your uncle. And my, heart goes out for hearing those type of stories. Unfortunately, they do happen. But what is it that you actually do in the
Right.
community?
Under my nonprofit, Strive Motivation, Inc., I provide recovery support services for individuals living with mental illness, an addiction disorder, and of course, domestic violence.
Yes.
Under my nonprofit, all of the services are free. I am a philanthropist. What does that mean? I give away money.
Yes.
I give it away.
Yes.
Of course, the scholarship, and then to the community at large. For our ladies, we do seminars on a regular basis for women, where we have the Queen's Royal Package. For women that, not just women who are disadvantaged, but women at large, regardless of social economic status, educational level, occupation. These are seminars of empowerment. We hear that word empowerment a lot, but I
Yes.
take it farther than that. I take it for spiritual enlightenment.
Yes.
Okay? And that's what metaphysical science is, because I also have a degree in metaphysical sciences. So my programs under nonprofit is all free. And of course, we have programs for men, especially with prostate cancer. I actually have someone who's a certified peer specialist who actually works with men who are survivors of prostate cancer.
Awesome. Good word. Good
Dr.
word.
Fatima, I'm wondering.
Contee Show. Dr. Roxanne Contee Show.
Yes, hi, how you doing? This is Bonnie Harmon. I am Dr. Fabler's choreographer
Yes.
and modeling coach from Temple University.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Hello.
How are you? How you doing?
I'm doing excellent. I'm coming here. I'm calling to support Dr. Fabler. She has
Thank
a
you.
wonderful program there.
Yes, she does. Yes.
Thank you. And right on time, because you were just asking, the
Yeah,
Queen
the
was
question.
just
She was asking
asking
what you
a
do in the
question about what we
community,
do
right.
in the community.
Yes.
Bonnie Harmon, who's actually our choreographer and modeling
Yes.
coach, free, under my scholarship, ladies and men, if they apply, have the ability to take modeling classes and etiquette classes under my scholarship
great.
at Temple University.
Yes.
What's the
And
age?
Bonnie is 18 and up.
18 and
And
up.
Bonnie's
Did y'all hear that? Anybody?
Okay.
18 and up.
Awesome.
Get those.
Yes.
Make sure, because I have a lot of models. I have 21 models in my show.
Yes.
I have 11 designers. And one thing, when I had an audition, if you model before, if you didn't model, at least you can be a part of my show and learn how to model. And then you can, give them an opportunity. And that's what I did. I gave people an opportunity because they want to be models. And then you might have had ones that's already been models and have already experienced of models. So, and I've been doing it for 21 something years myself. So that's why I was able to.
Well, you only look 21.
I'll say that again so the audience can hear. So the audience and my husband can hear.
Yeah, she look beautiful.
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
All you ladies look beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes. And also, I'm also reigning one of the Miss Black Americas of all time.
Yes.
All
So
right.
what does that mean? Thank you.
Yeah.
And 1982, I won the title of Miss Black Pennsylvania.
Wonderful.
And in the year of 2023, I got the title of one of the Miss Black Americas.
Go
of all
ahead.
time.
Yes.
Awesome.
Which, once again, giving back to the community
Yes.
with the modeling classes.
Yes. Wonderful.
There's also support as well.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, we gotta talk because I got a lot of things coming up that I need to talk to you
well,
about.
I'm
We
here.
want to talk
I'm
about a lot of
here.
things.
I'm
Now,
here.
Earl Contee have a question.
Yes.
I like to know about. You say you're herbalistic.
Right. I have a
Yeah.
Pennsylvania board certification. I'm also a licensed holistic practitioner, and I actually have a worldwide accreditation to practice.
Isn't that wonderful?
Okay, that's nice.
Yes.
Yes.
'Cause I like to give. I'm into herbs and and for you got anything for like with high blood pressure and stuff like that?
Yes,
Okay.
there's lots of things. And
Yeah.
what I prefer with my modalities,
Uh-huh.
I try to use the non-internal. Because once again, and this is where a lot of problems come, if you have a practitioner that does not have a medical background, you're going to have trouble.
Yeah.
Because you can suggest
Yes.
an herb that can have a negative effect on the body, and if
Yes.
there's any underlying activities going on,
Yes.
or any kind of negative adversities in the body already, that can just add to it. So I do have a medical background. I'm not an MD, but I have a background. I actually was a medical instructor at one time before I got into mental health.
Wonderful.
So I have that background and that knowledge. So I always advise if you're going to go to a practitioner that says, "Oh, I know herbs," make sure they're licensed.
Yes.
Which means they have had the education and the certification to be able to assess if you have, let's say, for example, a person has asthma, then they shouldn't have Little John the Conqueror root.
Right.
Because that could be an adverse effect.
Yeah.
Okay. So as far as that's concerned, and what I choose to do, I choose to use the external, such as light therapy, aromatherapy, emotional freedom technique, guided imagery.
Wow.
Okay. That way, there's not going to be any
Wonderful.
adverse effects. And let me tell you, and I know, that what, especially with light therapy, 99.99% effective rate with my patients.
Wow.
Whether it's pain management, whether it's addiction disorder, and any of the other adversities of life. It has always been positive. And there's no side effects.
That's right.
There's no side effects.
That's right. Great.
Yeah,
So what
contact me, you can
encompasses
talk.
light therapy? Is it something that you would purchase, or is it just going outside getting more sun?
As far as
Light therapy.
light therapy is using light, different colors. It's also called chromacolor as well.
Okay.
All right. There's different negatives that the body has. Okay. There's many disharmonies that the body would have. And what light therapy does, it sends neurotransmitters into the brain and allows the light to adjust to certain type of light to give ease. For example, if a person has a headache, a migraine headache, the color light. There are light glasses. There are also neon lights that one could use, okay, for about 30 minutes, no more than 30 minutes a day. And what it does over time, and in some patients, it happens the first time using color therapy, you'll start to see that those migraines would start to fade away.
Awesome. What
And
about
you won't need Botox and all these other things as long as there is no neurological damage when we're talking about headaches.
So like if a person has seizures and you know they tell you like watch certain programs, they have to be very careful of light.
So with
how
that,
are you
and
able
I'm
to treat
glad
people
you
with
said that.
seizures?
I'm glad you said that. With seizures, that's not advised. That's where you need someone who is licensed, okay, to know which approach. So if someone has seizures or epilepsy, okay, there's different types of seizures, I would not advise light therapy.
Awesome.
There would be other ones. So please, everybody, make sure that they're licensed. All right? I've seen so many people with adverse effects because they went to someone who says they're holistic. And they end up in the hospital or dead.
You know, the thing of it is, you don't want to lose a leg because you're going for your leg to get something, and then your person not licensed, you don't lost your leg because somebody's not licensed. And that can happen. That can happen. So go to somebody that's already educated on it and know what they're doing. Right.
Right, that's an excellent question.
Yes.
Excellent question. Yes. Oh, did we lose Bonnie?
Huh?
Is Bonnie still there?
No, she.
Oh, she left. Okay. Oh, she's still there.
Are you still there, Bob?
We're on a tangent here.
Yeah, she's still there.
But Bonnie is such an asset.
Yes.
She's such an asset.
So you heard everything wonderful.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you, Doc, for calling. We really appreciate you. All right, Bonnie. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes. No, but you're doing so many wonderful, wonderful things. You know, and it's so funny because when I seen you at Mr. Dave Wilkes' pageant, and then I was like, wait a minute, and then we found out we were related. It's like, wait a minute.
Yes.
I said, such a small world, and that's how I remember how we related to you.
Yes, my cousin, my beautiful, handsome cousin. Yes. He's with his grandpa.
Yes, he is with the grandpa. Yes, because he lost grandpa and grandma.
Yes,
and
around
grandma.
The same time.
Yes.
Around the same
Not
time.
too long. Well, he was 2021, and then they were like 2023, I think. Yeah. That's sad. Yeah, but he's with taking care of them, his grandparents. They take care of him. Yes.
It's a transition, and that leads me to another something else I want to speak of.
Yes.
I have another occupation.
Okay.
And I really don't put it out there that much because, they see, the doctor, Miss Black America.
Yeah.
And then I have this other one there's a science behind it.
Uh-huh.
And when people find out, they're like, really? I have been looking for someone like you.
Okay.
I'll tell you what it is. All right.
Okay.
Hold on to your seats now.
Okay.
This is gonna
Let's
take
hold
you.
on.
Hold on. I am a certified paranormal investigator.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, okay, I know we
Certified.
got,
They
yeah.
certified. Okay.
Certified paranormal
Wow.
investigator. So I know we have to wrap it up. I'll just tell you briefly about
Yeah.
that. So the paranormal is
Yeah, what,
any
yeah.
occurrence beyond the normal realm of human comprehension.
Okay.
So that would encompass ghosts, spirits, ESP,
Okay.
tarot card readings, which tarot card that's so what I do, especially with my patients who have mental health disorders,
Okay.
sometimes it can be explained why some of them might have psychosis. All right, hearing voices.
Yes, yes.
Sometimes there's neurological damage,
Mhm.
so we can find that.
Wow.
Okay, MRIs, et cetera, et cetera. But sometimes it cannot be explained, and that's where I step in.
Wow.
Okay,
That's
so
wonderful.
most
Yes.
when you see like these shows on TV, the Ghostbusters
Yes.
and all that, great Hollywood, right? Great Hollywood.
Yes.
It's not real, y'all. It's not real. It's
No.
Hollywood. But then sometimes there are some things that cannot be explained.
Right.
So what I do with my patients, and 90% of the time it can be explained.
Right.
It
Yeah.
can be.
Wow. Well, let everybody, this is beautiful. I love that you came
Yes.
in. I thank both of you
Yes.
for coming in. Janine, thank you. Janine Gatewood, thank you. She's family too, believe it or
someone
not.
else is calling.
Yes. And Dr. Fatima. Wait a minute, we have another call which we getting ready to close out because I think we only have let me just answer real quick.
Yeah.
Dr. Roxanne Contee Show. Dr. Roxanne Contee Show. Well, we get ready to close out, but we want you to tell everybody how to get in
Yes.
touch with you.
Yes, definitely. You can Google Dr. Fatima Abdul-Johnson. I can be reached at 215-866-8924, or just Google Strive Motivation Inc. and you'll find me. And then, of course,
Right.
Temple University Pan-African Studies Community Education Program for the scholarship.
All right, I'm going to close out. Thank y'all for everybody for watching. Thank you all guys for watching the show. And also, May the 3rd is my fashion show.
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody who got a ticket, y'all going to have a ball. You're going to
Yes,
enjoy
yes,
my
yes.
show. All right? God bless. And show ending.